The community and consequently the City of Port Phillip are committed to reconciliation as part of our broader commitment to social justice and equality, and as part of that we've adopted our Reconciliation Action Plan in 2012, and one of the commitments that we made under that action plan was to engage in Indigenous employment and set a target for that. So the community is therefore rightfully proud of the fact that we're involved in reconciliation, that we are doing tangible, real things to employ Indigenous Australians and to seek to redress and close the gap in terms of Indigenous employment and overall conditions for our First Australians.
My name is Todd Condi. I'm a member of the Wadjambara clan of the Yidinji people, rainforest people of far north Queensland. I now reside in Melbourne, and I've worked for the City of Port Phillip for the last 3 years as the Indigenous Policy Officer. And my primary role is to implement its first Reconciliation Action Plan. I think they've placed a great deal of trust in myself. I come to this role with 15 years experience working with and for Indigenous people nationally. I think that's been recognised by management, by the CEO, by the Mayor. So they trust me with that experience, that if I provide advice, that it comes with a lot of experience behind it.
I know they're doing youth stuff,
Yeah.
or they're about to, so.
Yeah.
I think the City of Port Phillip has been genuine in engaging with its local Indigenous community, even to the point of naming mainstream childcare centres in the local Bunurong language, which I think is quite a coup for a local government body. I haven't heard of many places around Australia that have done that.
We are really proud of the diversity that we have here, and we see it as a real asset that we welcome everybody, and that we provide a place where everybody feels that their contribution is valid and welcome. So there's several different ways we acknowledge Indigenous Australians as part of our day-to-day council workings, and some of those are by flag raising ceremonies, acknowledging their traditional owners every time I speak, supporting Indigenous art. We would see that a small population isn't necessarily an impediment to linking with that community and sharing in the richness that they can bring to our city and this place.
I would encourage other councils to get on board, even if it's little things. If you don't have the resources, there are certainly symbolic things you can do. It's like setting up a reconciliation group within your community which works with the local Indigenous community. It's all about getting those working relationships up and running and healthy.
I think there's a richness to engaging with the First Australians in a local context. I think they provide a real depth in terms of some of the celebrations that we have and some of the storytelling that we have, some of the art and ecological programs that we run, and I think it's a great contribution to our city that we can highlight their skills and tell the stories of our actual local landscape and feel that connection to the land and to the history of the place.